Did you guys ever dream of a small phone with a great camera system and astonishing low light performance and a small tiny form factor with squared off edges and very nice super amazing OLED displays, amazing cameras and wonderful features packed into a 5.4-inch display with tiny bezels and amazing body and form factor with wonderful low light performance and great camera and a very great phone. Well, if you believe in that, if you don't think there's a phone like that, well, this is the iPhone 12 mini, and this is my review. And as you guys heard in the intro, this is our review of the iPhone 12 mini. So let's start with the new form factor that we have this year. It's very different from the 6 till the 11 Pros and 11 Pro Max. It went with Apple with the new, oh well, we say it's old, but now we say it's new. The squared off design, which is amazing. Squared corners, square, it's a box shape like the new iPad Pros, the iPad Pro from 2018 and the new 2020, and the new iPad Air 4, which is amazing. If you want to see a review of that, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see a review of that, it's coming very soon. Also a review of the 11 Pro Max and of the 11 series after 1 year. But now, let's continue talking about that. And it's very amazing and very tiny. It's not like tiny like a 3.3-inch display. It has a 5.4-inch display. An OLED 5.4-inch display, which outgoes the new Air XDR display that goes up to 1,200 nits of brightness while looking at HDR photos, which is amazing. And with this new amazing features and this new display that came out from the Pro series to the new smaller and cheaper phones. And when I'm saying cheaper, it's not bad. It has a 5.4-inch display. It is amazing. And it has a bit of smaller form factor from the new iPhone SE. I know it has a 4.7-inch display, but these bezels are a bit shorter from the form factor of this new iPhone. Very amazing. And with that 5.4-inch display comes very new features. It's not really a feature, but it's for people, I'm sure you'd ever like it, that you can reach from the top to the bottom without any hand movement, which is really impossible for medium-sized hands or small hands. This year, Apple got the new SoC, the 5nm A14 Bionic, which is blazing fast, super amazing, no stutters, no drop frames. It's very amazing, very good. But the only thing that these phones got is all about the A14 Bionic and the new processor. Let's talk about the new feature in this new iPhones, the 12 lineup that I don't really want to talk about, but we have to, and it's 5G. Yes, 5G! Now, iPhone's not high 5G. If any other person or carrier told you, like from the 11 till they told you, with your iPhone, get 5G, get a 5G plan, it won't work. These new phones have 5G modem, the Mini and the 12 have regular 5G, while the Pros have ultra bandwidth, super fast 5G. Well, 5G does not really work everywhere, but that's that. And with 5G is another new feature in these iPhones, which is the ceramic glass. This year, Apple put something called ceramic glass on the front and the back of these new iPhone, and they claim that it's 4 times much better drop resistant. I don't know if it's screen protection. You should go see a scratch test. It's 4 times better drop resistant, so it should help you. I'm not sure about these claims, but if you really want to know, say it's 4. With lab testing, it should be 2 times or 3 times, and there you go. That's the new good features and very amazing. And with the new OLED displays, they're amazing. As I said, they go to 1,000 nits, and with the OLED displays, the bezels are much smaller from the LCD iPhone 11. I'm not saying the iPhone 11 is bad. It's a great phone, a very great phone, but the display is much better with the OLED displays. The bezels are tinier. You would see a difference if you would use an OLED display like for 2 months, then go for an LCD display. You would see the bezel size, but it's not really a big difference, And with that display, the new camera system, not new camera system like everything changed with the iPhone 11,
the wide camera. We have low light performance on every single lens. Before we had only with the main lens, now we have the ultra wide and the selfie lens. Here is a big problem with the iPhone 12 mini, is that the battery life isn't really the best. Which I don't really want to say that. No, the A14 is a 5nm processor, which should really help you with power consumption, but it's not really the best. They do have a smaller battery in this year, which is not really helpful, but it does a bit much better than if they didn't have the A14 Bionic with the 5nm process. But enough talk about the A14 Bionic. Can't even say the name twice. But it's just like 20% faster and everything, which is, I need to tell you, it does feel a bit better, but you won't really see the difference if you don't use it. But the battery, as I said, not really the best, but it can make you go through a day. It's much better from the iPhone SE too. It is not really the best. If you're just watching YouTube, it will get you like 6 hours screen on time. But if you're very productive on your phone, you're watching a bit of YouTube, you're watching a bit of Netflix, you're writing some notes, checking your calendar. Surely it's very, very hard for it to hit about 4 hours or maximum 5 hours about screen on time. From somebody coming from the iPhone 11 like 3 months ago, I used it for 4 months now, almost. That phone can get me like 10 hours of screen on time. Like 4 hours are YouTube, but I'm going on notes, I'm typing messages, I'm watching Netflix. It is much least better than the iPhone 12 mini, but I'm not saying the battery life is the worst, but it is bad. But it's still good and does take you through a day, but maybe you'll need just like to use low power mode, which should help you and increase your battery life a lot. Trust me, low power mode is helpful. And with that, we go transfer to a new feature that was the bad of the iPhone 12 mini. There are some bad problems, and that was the very unfortunate thing with the new iPhone 12 mini. There are a bit of more nitpicky things, and there are some other problems we're going to talk about later. Let's talk about a new feature, which is MagSafe. This year, Apple introduced MagSafe, not the MagSafe for the laptops, they're older Macs, the iPhones, which means you can have a case which is MagSafe compatible, and you can put a MagSafe wallet on it, which sticks down. And the most important thing is the wireless charger, which it can stick to you with magnets on your phone, so you can use wireless charging without needing to put it on the wireless charger and not being able to use your phone, which is a very nice. And this means, I'm thinking that means that the iPhone 13 or iPhone 14 won't have a lightning port. You'd only be able to charge it with MagSafe and wireless charging, but a MagSafe charger is 15 watts, which is amazing. But with the iPhone 12 mini, it's 12 watts. Don't worry, it's not going to charge smaller or lower. It will charge fast and more faster, of course. If you're going against the 12 Pro Max, the 12 mini, yes, that will get 15 watts. It's 12 watts, but really it has a smaller battery, so it will really finish like a lot faster than the 12 Pro Max, which is a very nice thing. Don't worry, 12 watts is still super fast to charge with. It's much better than the 5-watt power bricks that they don't even include now. Like, I know Apple want to save the environment, but I really wish you would have a feature like when you're shopping, if you want to get it with a power brick or not. And they should have lowered the price at least $20, $20, $30, and that's about the price of the chargers, which is, I really think they should do that. Only like 15 bucks would also be very, very helpful for people. And this problem, not for everybody, but this is one of really the biggest problem, the second biggest from the battery life. But when you're calling FaceTime, yes, not FaceTime, not WhatsApp FaceTime, not any other FaceTime, the FaceTime app that is preloaded, that is Apple's, the notch intrudes on the video call. Apple is the king of software optimization, which I really think they should have thought of that. The notch intrudes, and about that notch, it looks much bigger. It's not bigger, it's not smaller, it's the same size from the iPhone 10 till the 12 Pro Max. But you know, it intrudes, it still makes you, it intrudes more. Even with the iPhone 11, which is a 6.1 inch display, it does not really intrude that much. Which I really hate, you know? It not being, you know, that notch problem with FaceTime. The Apple FaceTime app. There's a real big problem with software, and it's not even with the iPhone 12 or any other phone with that. That's the 12 mini, which is a real problem. But now, let's cool down. I did get super angry about this, because I really hated it. But let's talk about the good thing. The good things. You know guys, the feature that you, from your home screen, just go down, so you search the app, you know. I never used it that much. When I changed from the iPhone 12 mini, I did not save it as a I did not restore it as a backup from my old phone that I was using. So, you know, all of my apps aren't really rearranged, but I'm using the search feature a lot. And I think it's really also from this new design, small design, which is amazing. And one bitty thing is that there's no Touch ID with this time. You know, now everybody's wearing masks, and if they're going to do it the iPhone 13, I think it's going to be pretty late. I don't know if the pandemic situation is still on. It would be really helpful, but I really wish they would have included it in this power button, especially that they did that with the iPad Air 4. No, I wish they included that. No, if they include later, no, the iPhone 13 or 14, it'll really be just for tech savvies, which is not really helpful now. They should really have got it, and I think that would be much better marketing for them. You know, to get more sales, to get more money. You know, they're really $2 billion company. Why do they need money? You know, that guy completes my full review of it. But before we go, I really want to tell you about my experience. My experience was amazing with it. You know, coming from 6.1 inch iPhone 11. You know, it was pretty amazing. You know, I told you I'm using that search feature. The boxy design is super amazing. I'm really holding it. I really love holding it. And that smaller screen is not really a hindrance. I really like it. So tiny, and it's not really heavy like the iPhone 11 or 12 Pro Max, or even the 11 Pro Max. They're super heavy, but these are very small, especially for people that have smaller pockets, or you know, it'll be much better. It's much better than a big phone lying out of your pocket and fall down. This will never, please, will never fall down out of your pocket. I'm just saying, of course, if you shake it super hard, it will, but you know, it's very amazing. Well, should you buy it? The end. Should you buy it? Well, if you are really coming from iPhone 8, I think it would be a very amazing iPhone 7, 7 Plus. But if you're coming from 11 on 11 Pro, I don't really think, if you want like the better low light performance, then you squared off design, but you can, I know, want an OLED display. If you want an OLED display, and you can cope with the smaller display coming from an iPhone 11, I think it's a really good buy. Well guys, thank you for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys very much for watching this review of our iPhone 12 mini. See you guys in another review, another comparison, another tech video.